Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation live in Studio B alongside Jerem Jordan. I'm Spencer Linton. I'm not sure how we haven't to this point worked out some type of agreement with Tooley time and Tim Allen and
yeah, Home Improvement. I love that show. That was great. Well, Max Tooley last year, you forget, he only played in 7 games. He started 6, but he had 3 picks. 2 were pick sixes. He's going into his 6th season at BYU. I spoke with him earlier this morning about the start of fall camp. Max, what does your 6th reporting day feel like?
Dude, 6th year feels, I mean, it's crazy it's been this many years, but yeah, it's just like every other fall camp. The nerves are still there. Still just trying to get in that right mindset for fall to come and to play in some games and to win some football games. So yeah, it's feeling good though.
At this point, do you know how to run this marathon of fall camp? Because the excitement level is off the chain at the beginning for everybody. But then kind of week 2 or 3, sometimes it feels like it's a drag. It's like, okay, we still have like 2 more weeks until the first game. So how do you sort of approach the beginning of this? Are you like calm, cool, collected? Are you stoked? Are you cha-hooing in the locker room? How do you approach it?
So, I mean, personally, yeah, like after 6 years, I feel like there's a certain level of expectation for what's going to come this month. And, you know, the first couple of years is a little scary, a little hesitant because you don't know what exactly you're getting yourself into. But I feel like at this point in my career, I'm a little bit more at that, you know, cool and collective stage where, you know, it's another process in the step for the season and, you know, just ready to take care of some business. So.
Okay, with that said, though, it's the first year in the Big 12. So is there a sort of, and a new defensive coordinator, new defensive staff, minus Gennaro Guilford, is there a kind of a newness to this fall camp that's unique with those circumstances?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's going to be a learning curve for everybody. I mean, a lot of the guys have been in for a spring and had some experience, but I haven't been quite as lucky just because I was out for the spring ball. So I have some catching up to do. So in a way, this is kind of like one of those first years where I got a lot to learn, a lot to prove, a new defense to, you know, really execute in. So yeah, there's a lot of those first couple of year nerves going along with this new defense and this new system. So.
People talk about, okay, if you play spring, you're ahead, you're getting ahead. And in your case, you sat out with shoulder surgery. So what do you need to learn in fall camp to sort of catch up?
Yeah, I mean, I think in spring it was good because I got a lot of the mental side down, learning the plays, you know, seeing where things are supposed to go and how things are supposed to be executed. So now I think it's just a matter of getting that muscle memory down. Doing what I've always done and just playing football in the fall. So I think at this point it should come pretty natural, but yeah, just getting that muscle memory down, getting those plays, getting those repetitions, so I can feel ready for the games.
We're talking to Max Tooley, a senior linebacker on the BYU football team. Max, what are you most excited about this defense? Because everyone talks about, hey, it's more aggressive. But like, give me some specifics about that level of aggressiveness and sort of what your role will be in that.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's answer is there's a little bit more aggressiveness to our defense now. And I'd say, you know, specifically with my position, that's probably the main difference. I'm playing a little bit on the opposite side of the field, I'm playing on the boundary now, but we're going to be, you know, coming from all directions. So I think that aspect of our defense, the mysterious unpredictableness of our defense, that's really exciting to me and something that is definitely going to be a little bit of a shift from what we're used to from the past. So.
What's predictable is you getting a pick 6. You had 2 last year. The celebration was this. So I want to ask you, is this the celebration this year if you get a pick 6 again?
Shoot, I don't know. We'll see what happens when that pick 6 comes. You know, celebrations for me are kind of just spur of the moment. I don't know what they mean. They have no rhyme or reason, but you know, just gotta be excited to play the game. That's how I've always looked at it.
Would you rather have your 2 pick 6s or Ben's 1?
Dude, that's tough. I mean,
his was pretty good.
For sure a bias. There's for sure a bias, but I feel like, you know, 14 points is greater than 7, so when it comes down to it.
We're talking to college graduate Max Tooley. You know math. Yeah, I didn't take a math class at BYU.
I know math.
I'm sure you did. Okay, this group of linebackers, certainly led by you and Ben Bywater. There's some young guys, Ace and Micah Kafusi, Isaiah Glasker, and others. Eamon Hanneman is in the group. AJ Vongpachak comes from Utah State. You mentioned you're going to play on the boundary. Who's specifically competing at your position for playing time there?
At this point, I feel like it's been a matter of just everybody learning every spot. You can never be too comfortable, but I feel like at the boundary in the spring, we had Ammon playing a lot of the rover spot. We had Micah Kafusi playing that spot, Sione Moa. A lot of guys are able to play multiple positions, and that's what I think is good about our linebacker group right now. If guys need to step in at Mike, they can step in at Mike. If they need to play Sam to the field, they can do that as well. So I think that's the good thing about our linebackers is, we're all pretty versatile and athletic, and we can move around where we're needed. So
how does the role of the linebackers change, if at all, in this defense this year?
I don't know. In my opinion, linebackers are always kind of the core and the heart of the defense. If your linebackers are playing good at that middle level, I feel like the whole defense is going to play pretty well. But I think with this year, we're just having more of an emphasis on aggression and attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking downhill, filling gaps, filling holes. I think it'll all just bounce off of each other. We'll all see different improvements in our game from just the level of play that we're playing. So,
Max, for this defense to be awesome, everyone obviously has to do their job and be their best. What does your best look like this year that not only helps this defense, but gets you an NFL opportunity next year?
Yeah, I think it's just, it's a matter of, sticking to your assignment. For me, I've kind of had a taste of what playmaking really can be like, and I think I really just want to capitalize on, taking that to the next step, further in my playmaking abilities, making more plays like those pick sixes and plays that catch people's eye. For me personally, I think that's probably the next step, is just to build upon what I've already done here at BYU and, put it all together in the final 6 season.
What are you hoping for out of the gear that you will receive today?
Shoot, gear has become so underwhelming, I feel like, over the years. After you've gone to 5, this is your 6th fall camp. Gear is gear. I think I might have got this shirt my first fall camp, honestly.
2018?
So, yeah, it might be a 5-year-old shirt, but I don't know. Gear hasn't been always my biggest selling point. But you can always be more excited. Big 12, there's probably more stuff coming. So we'll see what happens come this week.
With that said, the understated nature of this, what's your favorite piece of gear that you own of BYU?
I feel like the shoes are always the best. Especially they're coming into the Big 12. They're branching out. We used to get some of the same shoes every year. We're starting to get cooler shoes, more likable for what we wear on a regular day basis. So I think shoes are always fun, but you can never have too many shorts or shirts, honestly. So
are you rocking the Monarchs like Keaton Slovis?
Shoot, I need to be. I'm rocking some goofy slides. Can't even see them.
Oh, this is a slide kind of day, Max.
Yeah, this is the slide.
Relax. Yeah. What does a successful fall camp look like, by the way? Given that it is long, it is a grind, what will make a successful fall camp here?
I mean, personally, I think everybody's got different levels of success for fall camp. For me, at this point in my career, I want to learn the defense. I want to, get it down and, ultimately stay healthy. I've been battling health this last year, so I think that's my number one priority, is just to, stay in the training room, stay rehabbing up, staying on top of my ice and whatnot, keeping my legs fresh, because it's truly a grind every day out here. So just getting through, mastering the defense. I think that's the main goal for me right now.
How's the shoulder, and could you play a game today?
Yeah, for sure. Could play a game. I mean, I like to think I could play through most anything, but yeah, the shoulder's feeling real good. It's been a solid recovery. got it done in December. So yeah, we're looking at almost 8 months. So it's been a while. So it should be good to go. Good to go come September.
Well, that's good because you got a full month of practice and then on to Sam Houston coming up September 2nd. Max, we appreciate the time. Best of luck getting the gear and in fall camp, man.
Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for the time.